What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video. I have one of my best sets ever with Drifblim coming up later this video. But first, huge announcement, we finally have merch for the channel. That's right, we have t-shirts for the channel. We've got the Rise logo on the front and then we've got Rise to the Occasion on the back. You can see that's the back of a t-shirt right there. I'm also going to be showcasing the pictures on screen of red, gray, matte black, and also a cool blue t-shirt that you guys can order. There's two ways to order them. You can either go onto my Patreon, and what I'm going to do, because I have a limited supply of t-shirts, what I thought would be cool is you can sign up for the $30 per month tier, and this will not only give you access to my brand new Discord server in which you can contact me, battle with me for practice, and you can also join my monthly tournament, but you can also get one pair of merchandise per month for the $30 tier. And over every month, if you end up staying with the $30 tier for multiple months, I have exclusive merch that's one of a kind. So this hat right here, this blue camo Rise hat, there's only two of these. There's one that I'm keeping for myself because I like it, and then I have one extra that if maybe you stay for 3 months, I could give you the only other blue camo Rise hat. I have some cool one-of-a-kind things. Think of it almost like a game, like a reward system. That's what I'm planning on doing. If you don't want to commit to $30 a month, you can just reach out to me on social media, on Discord, about purchasing something, and we can work it out from there for you can just to purchase one individual item. All right, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video with Drifblim, and let's get into the shoutcasting. So today on stream, I came up with this team kind of just on the fly. It's normal Stunfisk in the lead, Drifblim acting as a safe swap, and Scrafty in the back. Has Drifblim and Scrafty, which are two of my more favorite Pokemons to use, especially Scrafty. We catch a pretty good lead right away against this Galvantula. So let's see how we play this out. In comes a Shiftry, and we have a great response for it in our Scrafty. So this is like an IV dependent matchup. Like Scrafty wins it comfortably, don't get me wrong, but the second Leaf Blade, the Leaf Blades do like 40% if you have a good IV Scrafty. My Scrafty is very highly attack weighted, so this Leaf Blade plus the Snarl was going to be really close, so I decided to shield it just in case. Maybe I would have survived, but it would have been very close. Then in comes a Marowak, and this is still a great matchup for Scrafty. Plus I've already been buffed, and I go for this foul play, and for some reason my opponent doesn't shield, which is pretty crazy. Scrafty's done his job. I can just let it go at this point. Marowak causes a little bit of trouble on this team. Actually, no, what am I saying? Marowak, like all my Pokemon beat Marowak. Never mind. I guess I just have to watch out for the Shadow Ball and the Bone Club for this Pokemon and Stunfisk. And I actually banked that I would survive the discharge there. I survive with like 1 HP, and I get off the Icy Wind, which is huge because now the lunges coming from this Stunfisk are going to be, the lunges coming from this Galvantula are going to be resisted. I'm just spamming off these Mud Bombs. I get off a couple before he debuffs me, which is nice. And then you're going to see that these lunges, after they've been debuffed, don't do that much. Bug hits normal Stunfisk for neutral. I'm going to take another one. I can survive it. I'm just saving my shield for when I know I need it. This Mud Bomb has been double debuffed, but it's still enough to KO the Galvantula. So GG's there in game number 1. Had a lot of fun using this team over the course of this set. I know some of you guys, now Galvantula is like kind of considered meta. So after 2 Galvantula videos, and also Azu and G-Fisk on those teams, you guys were kind of like, oh, like this is kind of just the most common team out there. But I think Galvantula is still really fun to use. This is a new team I was trying out. Let's get Chris. What are we waiting for here at the screen? I must be talking to the chat. I think at this point I was like, like that was pretty smooth. Maybe we've discovered a new team. Metal. Not Melmetal. Metal is our opponent. So a Mew. So if it has Surf, this is not very good because we're gonna hit it for neutral damage. But a lot of people are running Flame Charge, Wild Charge. So I decided to let Mew hit me first, thinking maybe it's running Flame Charge, and it is running Flame Charge. So that doesn't do all that much damage to us, but it does raise Mew's attack every single time. So he actually double shields his Mew straight away, which is super interesting. I'm not gonna shield this one either, because I know I can still get to the discharge to chip away Mew, and it's actually nice that he's raising his attack in this situation because he gets less farm on my Stunfisk. Stunfisk goes down. I'm gonna bring in Scrafty, and I figure he might go for the Flame Charge again, hoping he can get to another move. So I just don't shield it. Look how much damage that does. That's crazy. I go for the aggressive counter down. Mew takes out a huge chunk of health, but I still have a 2 shield advantage and my Drifblim. I chip away with the Foul Play. This will kind of put the Skarmory into Shadow Ball range. I'm going to shield this, and I know I can over farm a little bit in this situation. So I'm going to get off like probably 3 hexes or so before throwing the Shadow Ball. This will definitely be enough to KO the Skarmory, and now I have residual energy for what's in back. I could potentially Icy Wind what's in back, and it's a Registeel. So I'm already at a Shadow Ball, and at this point I realize the Reggie has to double Flash Cannon me to take me out, and I'm almost at another Shadow Ball. There's no way it's going to beat me to the next one, so I can just comfortably shield, and even if somehow it survived and got to another Flash Cannon, it would be like super low where Scrafty could just take it out. So pretty comfortable win. Saving the shields and that opening matchup ended up being really good for Drifblim in the back. And Scrafty didn't really have to do much. Scrafty just had to counter down the Mew and fire a Foul Play, and his job was done. His job was enough. Going against Chu Heista. Deoxys. So this is a favorable matchup for us because everything except for Psycho Boost is going to be resisted. And I think probably more players run Rock Slide Thunderbolt than players that run Psycho Boost. But we're going to find out what this Deoxys has, what it's capable of throwing at us. We're over farming quite a bit. I'm not going to shield. I'm going to make him reveal if he has Psycho Boost, and he does have Psycho Boost, which is unfortunate because it does the most damage. But he's already debuffed himself. So this puts us in an okay spot because now we're going to get to 2 discharges because he's been quadruple debuffed. So he can't counter us down before we get to 2 discharges. So he's... Oh, but he actually gets to another Psycho Boost. What do I decide to do here? I decide to let Stunfisk go. And I'm going to aggressively hex this down with Drifblim. And I'm able to do it before he even gets to a move. He was probably going for a Rock Slide, to be honest. In comes a Dark type, it looked like. I think, oh, this was an Umbreon, right? And I switch into Scrafty, and he's staying in. So, guys, that was a mistake. I should not have thrown that Icy Wind. I should have saved that potentially for something in the back. But it didn't matter because he's double weak to Scrafty. In the back, Scrafty is just going to power punch through this back line like it's nobody's business. He doesn't even bother building up to the Earthquake. He just goes straight for the Rock Slide. So I knew that was definitely just a Rock Slide. And then he quits the game because he knew it was over. And at this point, I'm feeling good because on stream I had asked the chat like, what team should I run? And everyone's suggesting teams, and everyone always tells me to use Tropius, and I don't have a Tropius, and everyone asks me to use like these different things that I don't have. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to try out this team because some people wanted Drifblim. So I just kind of created this team. This is an epic game. If Zionic was still doing top 5 of the week, this would be on there. This is the worst possible lead because our Stunfisk gets completely walled by this thing, and our Drifblim is terrible against this thing. So I aggressively switch into my Scrafty. I'm just going to eat this move. But I was able to chip away with those counters, which is nice. And then he comes in with a Deoxys, which is a great answer for our Scrafty. But we can still do some damage with this Foul Play. Yeah, so Scrafty was really my only answer for Abomasnow. So this is kind of a high-level game. This is me thinking in this situation, all right, how the heck am I going to take out this Abomasnow in back? So my idea here is to come in with Drifblim and aggressively hex down this Deoxys so I have a ton of energy. I'm going to shield up the Rock Slide because it's going to do about as much damage as anything coming my way. Weather Ball is going to do a lot, of course, too. I'm hoping the Obama comes in, but the Stunfisk comes in, and I'm aggressively swapping into my own Stunfisk. I get off this Mud Bomb, which is nice, chips away. He makes a nice swap here. I figured he was going to do this, but at the same time, like, I might as well throw it anyway. I was hoping to maybe throw it right away. Discharge coming in. This would put his Obama really low. He doesn't shield it. So now he's definitely in Icy Wind range, and I'm at almost 2 Icy Winds. And we just need to get this Abomasnow out of here. And check this out. He doesn't shield it. He didn't bother shielding because he was so low. But I think that was a huge mistake because Weather Balls were going to hurt. And now I'm just going to go straight Icy Wind, I think. I'm going to shield this in case I can get to another Icy Wind. Yeah, I get to this next Icy Wind before he gets... So now he's been double debuffed. So now I can take 2 Rock Slides. Oh, man. But Stunfisk outpaces us, right? It's like 10 turns to get to a Rock Slide, and it's like 12 for us to get to an Icy Wind. And he didn't even shield that other Icy Wind. So at this point, I'm like, oh, man, I have to double up. That's my only win scenario, is if I double up. And I think at this point, he's literally 1 Mud Shot away from the Rock Slide. I have 2 Icy Winds. Can I get them both off? Boom, I do. What a epic comeback from a Abomasnow lead. The worst possible lead for our team. And we managed to carry on for the win. Drifblim came in clutch that game. Drifblim put in so much work this set. Another game. We actually have 2 games left, I believe, because I go 5-0 in this set, spoiler alert, and then I have 1 bonus game because it was a really, really good game in my opinion. So pretty neutral lead here. We're dealing super effective damage. He's also dealing super effective damage. And I think my opponent makes a mistake here. Because I'm going to shield no matter what, to be honest. Like Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, I'm going to shield no matter what. And he decides to go for the Hydro Pump, or he or she, I think it was a female character. Then they go into Zweilous. I appreciate the spice, but Scrafty is going to have a heck of a time with this Zweilous. Body Slam chunks away. I'm just going to go for the Power Up Punch right away, and this should allow me to counter down before he gets to another move. You see these counters are just putting in so much damage. I have a pretty good deal of chunk of health with Scrafty, and what I do here is I expect the Azumarill to come back in, and I know if I can double vent myself with Power Up Punch, I can then knock out the Azumarill with a Foul Play, and this forces the Azumarill to either use its energy to take out Scrafty or to just use a shield. This puts the Azumarill in an uncomfortable spot. He might think this is just a Power Punch, but nope. Double vamped Foul Play takes out the Azumarill. He comes with his own Scrafty. What do I do here? I have energy on the Stunfisk, so I decide to unload the energy here. Probably should have just went for a Mud Bomb because he had 2 shields, so he was likely going to shield something. And then I go for the Mud Bomb this time when he's probably going to tank it. So probably not the smartest. I switch and I luck. That was pretty much luck. I wasn't even trying to catch. I just switched on purpose, and I catch a Power Up Punch, which essentially seals this game because Power Up Punch is triple resisted, and that is just wasted, absolutely wasted energy for the Scrafty. I Icy Wind. I even get the last shield. And at this point, he's back to normal attack because of the Power Up Punch buff and then the Icy Wind debuff. Foul Play takes out a large deal of health, but I know it's not going to one-shot me. It's not that crazy of a move. Icy Wind coming in and takes out the Scrafty for a GG's. 5-0 set. First time trying out this team. That's always cool, right? You try out a new team for the first time and you go 5-0 with it. And I think this set actually gets me to rank 7. Yep. There we go. Rank 7. We're at our overall record is 69 and 31. So we're at a 69 win percentage. Very nice. And this is one bonus game to end the video. Another bad lead. This is why I included this one, because let's see how we can come back from a Swampert, which gives our whole team problems. They come in with a Melmetal. A little bit of lag there, and I'm not sure how much a Rock Slide does. Maybe I should look that up. I'm not sure how much a Rock Slide does. But I shield the Rock Slide. I go for the Shadow Ball. He's going to get to another one, unfortunately. But I decide I'm just going to keep switch advantage. I'm just going to hex this thing down. And this way I have energy. So I'm going to get at least one shield back right here. What's he going to come in with? An Altaria. I assume Altaria. I just saw the Dragon Flying typing. Icy Wind gets the shield back. I'm going to get to another Icy Wind. And this will do a lot of damage. It's double super effective because of that Dragon Flying typing. Boom, look how much damage it does. Then he switches. I switch into Scrafty because I know Scrafty is going to be most useful against this Swampert. Unfortunately, Scrafty, or Swampert rather, is so spammy. I know I'm not even going to be able to get to the foul play. So I just go for this power-up punch. Yeah, it would have been one counter short of the foul play. This Hydro Cannon is going to take me out. And what do I do here? I don't even remember, to be honest. I come in with... Yeah, I have to come in with Drifblim. I'm just going to go for this Icy Wind. This gets the last shield. And he switches. And that's a huge mistake. Switching there was a huge mistake. Because now what I can do is I can farm up to 2 moves. I can take 2 sky attacks. I just have to hope he doesn't Dragon Pulse me, because I can take a sky attack, it's resisted. Now I can farm up a ton of energy. I have 2 moves ready, so I can discharge this Altaria, which will take it out for neutral damage, and I have a Mud Bomb ready, so he's gonna have to throw right away. So yeah, he has to use his energy right away, and it's gonna be a race to the next one. I'm only 2 hexes away from the Icy Wind. So yeah, it takes 4 mud shots to get to that next Hydro Cannon for him, and only 2 hexes. So I was ahead on energy. We get a GG's there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.